Hey everyone, welcome back to Lyrapulse, where strategy meets global shifts and icy frontiers are just as fascinating as boardrooms. I'm Ritik, perpetually curious about icebergs and the Titanic.
And I'm Dhananjay, still trying to navigate complex routes, whether it is to the Arctic or just the office. Today, we are heading way north, to the Arctics, because India's interest in the region is heating up.
Just like the planet, forget traditional trade routes for a moment. Climate change is reshaping global strategy. The Arctic isn't just a warming site anymore, it's becoming a critical geopolitical chessboard.
Absolutely, Ritik. It's the ultimate canary in the coal mine. Arctic sea iceberg in September is shrinking by 12.2% per decade. This isn't just an ecological red flag, it's an opening new avenues to access and influence.
Dhananjay, is this the biggest opportunity? The Northern Sea Route, the NSR?
Right, Ritik? It links the Atlantic and Pacific across the top of the global and offers the shortest route between Europe and Asia. The implications for trades are huge: reduced travel time, lower freight cost, and greater influences from Russia, which has the longest Arctic coastline.
India is already investing in new megaports and logistic corridors. From a strategic standpoint, the NSR could be a key element in diversifying our trade routes and mitigating risk in congested areas like the Strait of Malacca.
Exactly. The Arctic Council now has more observer states than members, showing just how much global anxiety and interest surround this shifting landscape.
And India's no newcomer. We signed the Slava Treaty back in 1920.
That's right. And here we are among the few developing countries with a dedicated Arctic research base. Himadri, the Indian scientists there are researching everything from Arctic ecology to how polar changes affect Indian monsoon and agriculture.
But here's the real shift. India is moving from policy to action. Our official Arctic policy was released back in 2022, but translating that into capability is the next big step.
And capability starts with shipbuilding. Arctic navigation requires specialized vessels. India's 2025-26 budget earmarks 3 billion of the Maritime Development Fund with the goal of boosting domestic shipbuilding capabilities.
That's a clear signal of intent. But building ice class ships and training crew for Arctic conditions will take serious investments and international collaboration. The upcoming Arctic Circle India Forum in May could be the turning point.
It's an opportunity to showcase India's ambition for new partnerships and maybe even formalize the idea of Indian polar ambassador.
Let's talk strategy. Russia is the obvious partner, Arctic territory, experience, and infrastructure.
Definitely, at the Modi Putin summit in July, India and Russia agreed to form a working group on the NSR. Plus, the Chennai corridor could serve a strategic linkage to NSR ports.
But here's the iceberg. Getting too close to Russia also aligns us indirectly with China's ambitions, like the Polar Silk Road, which is basically a northern extension of the Belt and Road Initiative.
That gives China a bypass around the Malacca Strait and a straight leg up in the Arctic trade routes. The counter strategy? Strengthening ties with the US and its allies.
But that might mean losing access to the Russian controlled Arctic resources. The best, though complicated, path is to balance both blocks.
And join forces with other regional players like Japan and South Korea, who are equally wary of China Russia dominance. Together, they could push for a more balanced Arctic governance model.
So here's the $1 million question. How close to the sun can we fly? Can India capitalize on Arctic opportunities without worsening a fragile ecosystem?
Especially when studies like the one published in the Nature Climate Change confirms that 1.5 degree threshold was already breached in 2024. We need extreme caution. Commercial ambition shouldn't compromise environmental stewardship.
The balancing act is real and urgent. India must act responsibly and ally with countries that prioritize sustainable engagement in the Arctic.
From building ice ready fleets to navigating icy diplomacy, India's Arctic vision is a real time case study in strategic foresight and delicate diplomacy.
As the ice melts, so do old assumptions. India is striking its claim not with force but with foresight.
And that's a wrap on today's Lyrapulse. If you found this episode insightful, hit follow and let us know how should India balance Arctic ambition with responsibilities.
Who should we partner with? Should the environment take priority over profits right now? Till next time, keep it strategic.
Keep it global and stay tuned.